Friday, everyone. Welcome in to our weekly Friday card making live. If you can let me know how the sound is today. I know that we had trouble last week. I kind of restarted everything and tried to fix it on that end. If that doesn't work, I'll do something different for next week. So let me know. Welcome, everyone. Happy birthday, Jennifer. Let's see. Hello, hello. I hope everyone who celebrated Christmas had a wonderful Christmas. Michelle, I had a nice Christmas. Thank you so much. Hi. Let me see. Sound is good. Okay, maybe the restart. I couldn't restart after I'd already started the live last week, so I did do the edited replay, but I did restart it this week, and then Christmas happened and I had company and there were lots of things going on. And I realized as I was getting ready today that I never did a test. And so I was like, oh no, darn it. Perfect. I'm so glad. Sometimes, just restarting is all it needs. I hope everyone is having a great day. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Hello. Working and lurking, Jenny said. That's funny. I love it. So, I'm going to do one thing here. I'm going to quit. A couple of things. Let's see. Bonnie says, happy to see you survive the daily vlog. You know what? It was really fun to do. One of the great things about doing that vlog in that style was I did do a little editing, but it wasn't like putting up an edited video where you have so much content and then you have to kind of pare it down and speed it up to make it a little bit more manageable. Oh my goodness, it says that it is the volume, or I do have closed caption, Kim, but I don't really know how I can turn it on right now. I thought it was just supposed to be on. Or if you can click down, if you're watching on YouTube, as you are, maybe you can click the link or click and down along the bottom. I think you can turn on and off closed captioning. Okay, if I need to, I will switch the mic to to the other one again. And if that's the case, I will edit the video again. I may edit it anyway. Let's see. Sean, hello. So nice to see you. Let's see. Love the vlog. I'm so glad you guys like the vlog. I had so much fun doing it. So what I was saying was what I loved about doing the vlog was there was a lot less editing than there is for my regular videos. So that was lovely and really fun to do. Plus, I just really enjoyed doing it. So thank you guys so much for your support and for your enjoyment. And if you haven't already and you're interested, I have giveaways still going on. Some of them don't end until the 1st, especially the Christmas Day one, the big one. So definitely check that out. Okay, it's hard to believe I'm saying this because I'm still enjoying Christmas here. I'm still enjoying the decorations. I'm still stitching Christmas. But in paper crafting land, and I'm sure in stitching land as well soon, we are moving on to winter and Valentine's, which I can't even believe that I'm saying that. Hello everyone. Oh my goodness, Nikki says she ordered the Dazzle Dry. I'm so glad. Ooh, I did try my new color. Isn't that good? I think this is School Spirit. I love it. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Even if you are not a stitcher, I hope that you enjoyed Vlogmas. It was a lot of like my home and my decor and just my daily boring life. Let's see. Kim, if you can hold on. Let me try one thing, you guys, and then we're going to start our project. Let me see if I can go look at it so I can tell you exactly what to do on YouTube. Let's see. Let me see. let me go in here.
Hello, everyone. Great to see you again.
Yes. Okay. Down along the bottom of the screen on YouTube, you should be able to click the CC for closed captioning, and it does pop up. So that is a control that you guys can do because my channel is enabled for closed captioning. So on YouTube, along the bottom of the screen, click that CC and it will come up. Okay. Let's see. Sandy, I will have to show that later. I never really got it styled. Will you be releasing any? No, Ruth, I won't have a Valentine's release. We will have an Easter or spring release and a summer release this year, but hopefully we'll have some Valentine's next year. Not next year, 2026. 2025 releases so far are a spring release and a summer release for felt stitching dies. Let's see. Thank you. Sandy says, love, not a huge Valentine's person. Well, we're not making cards today. We're making decor. I do love Valentine's. I love the colors. I think it's the pink and red for me. I love all pink and red, anything. So I'm going to make some decor, but it can be translated to cards or other projects very, very easily today. Let's see. Diane says she's a stitcher who loves Vlogmas. Yay, I'm so glad. Patricia says I usually can't get closed captions on the lives. I don't know about that. I will have to look into it. I have never really researched it, so I will find out. Hi, Donna. Okay, I know on the replays the closed caption will pop up. I apologize. I don't know if I can do anything with that while I'm actually live, but I will look into it when I'm not anymore. Let's flip the camera around and let's talk about what we're going to create today, what we're going to use to make this project. And like I said, I'm just thinking ahead, working early, if you will, for Valentine's. So today we are going to be using the Tim Holtz, and drop things, Rosette dies. Now, this is back in stock at Simon Says Stamp, and I do want to mention that Simon Says Stamp has 25% off all Sizzix and Tim Holtz Sizzix branded products right now for Dicember. We're kind of wrapping up Dicember. Shari, I think you're right. Shari says that the closed captioning is not currently available because I'm live and it doesn't know what I'm going to say. I think that is correct. So it may be something you'll have to watch on the replay where the closed captions will be available. So this is that set. I have used it many, many times. I do want to show you, I don't have the Christmas project. I should have popped it up on the screen. I'm sorry. If you just saw the recent, at the beginning of December, Christmas project I made with the Rosettes, I had to mail those off to Simon Says Stamp, but they were rosette ornaments. This is the die set I used, but I'm going to show you also the Halloween ones I made several months ago. And these are what inspired me to, here's the Halloween ones. Maybe I should flip the camera. Maybe it'll be easier to see. These are what inspired me for Valentine's today. These are a great thing to tuck into your other home decor displays, or like I said, if you don't want home decor, you can take the rosette and pop it onto a card or a Valentine very, very easily. So this was the inspiration for today. And we are going to be doing a like bright pink, light pink, white color combo today. I don't know. Usually I pull in some red, but I was really feeling this color combo. So I went with it. In addition to the Tim Holtz Rosette, I am pulling the Papertrey Ink Love to Layer Hearts dies. You're going to see them kind of scattered throughout. We're going to use those in several places. There's like a doily, there's this wonderful little stitched XOXO border, and then the little dotted design, so cute. We're also going to use this wonderful love die. You can see it right here, cut from some glitter cardstock. I really think that is a fun one. And then this is a new release from Spellbinders. This is their bold numbers, and it's dies and press plates. So we're going to better press them, or letter press these, and then die cut them so we can put 14 on one of our rosettes. I also pulled this set from Spellbinders, which is another better press, and we're going to use the Always and Forever down here. I thought that went with I think this went with the design. Okay, hey guys, I can't change the settings after the live has started. I apologize. I don't know how to do it, and I'm not going to take time out of the live, but I will figure it out. I did make myself a note. I will look into that closed captioning. Some settings have to be done prior to going live. Like, I can't go in and change it. So I will try to change it for the next week and going forward. Thank you for understanding. I do apologize. You know, it's a learning process. I don't know all of the things. So I will figure it out for the next one. Okay. And then we're going to, so you may have noticed in these little banners that come down, or flags, banners, whatever you want to call them, I thought these were kind of cute. And because I'm creating these picks again today, I did die cut these with the sentiment strips. And we're going to use these to make the little flag banner. So those are from Simon Says Stamp. And then the Papertrey ink, I think I'm gonna stamp a little greeting here somewhere on here. Thank you, Kathy. Now, here's a bummer thing that I did. Any floral die set will work. This is actually an upcoming January release from Spellbinders. You can see it on the Coming Soon page. It's not available. So if you click on it and you are frustrated, I apologize. I thought this was out with the numbers, and so that's what I die cut all of my components. And when I went to make the supply list today, I realized, oops, nope, not available yet. But any floral set, we're only using minimal amounts in this design, and so it's not going to be overwhelmingly the florals, so just kind of keep that in mind. Hi, Shirley. And then we're going to use some gems to adorn those. So that's kind of an overview of what we're using today. Let's go ahead. I'm going to move this out of the way because what we want to do first, you may have noticed on the Halloween, you're welcome, Mary, that I have this ribbon and it's dyed. And it didn't come this way. I know you can or buy ribbons like this that are dyed, but if you watched that video on my channel where I have this ribbon, I actually dyed it myself, and we're going to do that right now so that it can be drying while we assemble our rosettes. So I've got my little box of goodies here, and I have some Kitsch Flamingo and picked raspberry. And I tested these already, so I know these colors are going to complement the pattern papers I'm using. I should have mentioned as well, I'm using an assortment of Doodlebug pattern paper from my stash. Some of it is currently available, some of it isn't, but any kind, you just pick your favorite papers. So that's kind of what I'm doing there. Okay, so I'm going to just pull out, this is some of the May Arts, and this is the white. It also comes in an ivory. And I'm just going to pull out a length of it so that I have plenty. And I'm going to do this twice so that I have lots. And we're going to start with our Kitsch Flamingo. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure it's mixed up really well. And I'm using the Distress Spritz. You can use any kind of coloring medium you want here, but Tim has so many fun colors. And this is the lighter of the two. So I'm going to go in, and I don't want it to be perfect. In fact, I want it to be kind of messy. You can do this anytime you want to color a ribbon and have it match your project. And like I said, I don't mind that a little white is showing through. I'm not really looking for full coverage. I'm looking for kind of that variegation and a little bit messy. Hello, Eva. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to leave it there for a minute. And I'm going to put my other length of ribbon in here. Hello, Roberta. And this time I'm going to make sure my picked raspberry is all the way mixed up. And we're going to do the brighter pink. So basically I wanted a brighter pink and a lighter pink. And I have this paper towel in my spatter box so that I can absorb the extra mess easily. And also kind of press some of that liquid out, because I want to pull this out of here. Look how pretty that's going to be. I might need a little bit more on a few of these areas. They're kind of white. And you can definitely go in and add more as needed. You can do multicolor ribbons, all kinds of fun ideas and techniques. So I'm going to just kind of make sure I got that as much out of this as possible, and then I'm going to lay it over here to dry. I'm actually hanging it over my filming setup as a drying rack. Okay, so let me know, have you colored your own ribbon? It's really fun. And you can get a whole roll of ribbon and it lasts forever, and then simply change it with your inks. Change the color. Let me make sure this is working. Oh, hello, Karen. Karen gets to join today. All right. So I talk about this. Oh, yes. Oh, Arsenia says that she uses her re-inkers with alcohol to dye her white ribbons, and she loves the spray technique. Thank you. Nikki says, yes, she loves it. Okay, so we're going to start working on our rosettes. And I want to talk a little bit about my idea for this, and it's completely my favorite kind of way to create, which is mix and match. We have Tim Holtz, we have Spellbinders, we have some Papertrey ink, we have Doodlebug paper, and we have a lawn fawn dye. So I'm just pulling from a lot of places. Teresa, I get this from Simon Says Stamp, and I've linked it down in the description below. So we're going to go ahead and move some things aside, and we're going to start building our rosettes. So from our rosette set from Tim Holtz, it actually comes with a lot of different things that you can use with your rosette. I am only using the rosette shape, or the rosette maker, and you're going to need to die cut this piece 3 times per rosette. I've also die cut a small circle, and that's going to go on the back of each, and that's what we're going to glue the rosette to keep it in place. So what we're going to do, let's start with this one because I did fold one of these. And I'm just going to kind of move some things out of the way for now that we don't need. When you're building your rosette, it's super important that if you're using a directional pattern paper Or if it's, I think of it like quilting. If it's a directional fabric or paper in this case, you want it to all go the same direction. This is a heart. It's very subtle. It's a kind of a tone on tone. But I made sure that I die cut all 3 of my rosette pieces exactly the same. And then when you fold them, you want to fold them exactly the same. Meaning that because I folded the little tab that connects them up, we are going to fold every single one of these exactly like that. Hello, Rochelle. Mary says she colors her ribbon using markers. Yes, there are so many awesome ways to color your ribbon and have it coordinate to your project perfectly. I love that. And we'll go ahead and do this one. Now, I do think that it's easier to make rosettes from pattern paper than cardstock. The cardstock is a lot thicker. Now, you definitely can, and I do make it from cardstock all the time, but the pattern paper tends to be just a little easier to fold. So then we have all of our pieces. And what we're going to do is we're going to glue them end to end on that little tab. And this is where it's really important, if you have a directional pattern paper, that they're all going the same so that your rosette will not look funny. So I'm going to use liquid glue because I want mine to stay put. And we're going to connect end to end. And basically start by making a long strip first. Tammy, I don't know if you can use wired ribbon. Probably if you don't die cut it, I would imagine. That's not something oh, you mean to add the color to. You would have to, I would try a little sample of it. Sorry, I'm a little slow. I was like, for this? No. For your ribbon, I think you could probably try lots of different ribbon, but what I would do is like a swatch. So I would just trim off a little bit. That's what I did to test my colors earlier this week to make sure these were the colors I liked. And spray it and see how it takes the color, and then go from there. Oh, Susan finally caught alive too. Yay! Maureen thought it was Thursday. Well, in fairness, Maureen, it is it's that crazy week in between Christmas and New Year's where you don't really know what day it is. So once you get to the end, we're just going to join these two like so. And I'm just going to press these together. If you have tweezers, this also would be a good time to use those to hold that in place, but I think it'll be okay. I'm going to let this sit and dry. You can use double-sided tape or a tape runner if you want, but I really like to use the liquid glue so it stays put, or I don't worry about it quite as much. Laura said, wouldn't have known the direction mattered. It also matters with stripes. If you want your stripes to go a certain way, how you die cut your paper really does matter. Now this was a diagonal, so it didn't matter as much. Let me see, I think one of my Halloween ones was a directional. Or a striped directional. So here's I die cut this so the stripes were horizontal when I die cut it. And so they go around this way. If I had die cut them with the strips going the other way, it would have looked completely different. So you just kind of have to think it through before you die cut your paper, because it will make a difference. Shirley thinks the liquid glue works the best too. I have put some together with double-sided adhesive and some of them have popped apart. So I have just learned to be patient. That's why I glued this one, and then I'm just going to go ahead and do my next one, glue it together, let it sit. They should all dry. Now this is not a directional pattern paper at all. So this one didn't matter quite as much. It's some little doilies, and it's just one from my stash. And I'm sure it's a past Valentine's collection. Hello, Shay. Donna says she got a gift card from Simon Says Stamp and now it's all gone. Well, Donna, what did you buy? I want to know. I'm going to grab my tweezers. All right. So we're just going to, again, same thing, end to end. Did anyone get anything fun and crafty for Christmas? Let me know. Or have you treated yourself here for the after Christmas sales and shopping? And I need another pair of tweezers. All right. I'll put that one end to end here in a minute. Happy holidays, Shay. Now, another idea, I know somebody mentioned that there are other rosette sets from other companies. You definitely can do that. And Simon Says Stamp has a wonderful rosette set that would make flat rosettes. So I'm thinking especially for card making, that would be amazing for that. It looks dimensional. Pink Fresh Studio also has one that you stencil and it is flat. Let's see, Margot got Lawn Fawn gift cards. Michelle got the carrier for the Better Press. It's the rest of the machine that hasn't arrived. Oh, that's funny. Color cubes, nice. Got a bunch of stamps and the new Gina K, nice. Mini guillotine, didn't say the rest of that. Oh, nice. Susan says the Jingle Ball and lots of charts from the event were her Christmas. Hello, Steph. Just got the die. Nice. You will love it. I have used it for 3 holidays already, and I can see using it for many, many more. Oh, fun. Maureen got my felt reindeer and pumpkin, and she got the sleigh from 141 Design. Linda got her I think the Glassboard Studio mat. Let me go back. Oh, wonderful. Koi got a magnifying lamp with a higher magnification and a desk. Oh, great. Michelle says her husband bought her the Gina K Intercut machine, and her son got her a crocodile, and her daughter got her the stamp. Oh, how nice. Diane got the Tiger Lily Advent box. Beverly says she didn't get anything crafty, but did get some shelving units for her craft room. Well, that's fantastic. Storage is always awesome. Michelle says still waiting for her Impress to arrive. Oh, no. I hate when FedEx holds things hostage. I hope you get it soon. Steph says the Tim Holtz free gift pushed her over the edge, right? It is so good. Yes, that's promotion is still going on. So if you order, you should be able to still get that as long as it is still available, and if you haven't got it already. Karen says she didn't get any crafty stuff for Christmas, but that's okay because she just gets to shop for herself. That's me. I buy what I want in that department, so. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this one end to end. Got crafty gift cards. Oh, nice, Yvette. Arsenia got 2 replica boards for her photography of her projects. I always love those. That's a great gift. Okay, so, whoops, and my new magnets really wanted to take my tweezers. So now that we have, this one should be dry, I want my scallop edge to be the outer point of my rosette. If you want, so if you don't want the scallop, oops, I just flipped it over. Okay, I was going to show you. You can do it where it's a smooth edge, non-scalloped, just by pressing in this way. Or you can press it towards the straight side, and that's where you're going to get the little scallop edge. So really, it's kind of whichever way you prefer. Carolyn got to see her grandkids. That's wonderful. Shanna got the glassboard ruler for her mat and the wax seal starter set. Fantastic. I got the ruler too. I love it. Lots of glass boards. Nice. Okay, I'm going to grab my heat gun because for this step, I actually really prefer to use a hot glue gun so this doesn't go anywhere. Plus, I do not want to be waiting all day for liquid glue to dry. So what I do is I put a little hot glue in my little circle, and I'm using the Sure Bonder, and this is the cordless version. And we are going to press this down again, right over that circle. Oops. Well, usually it works a lot smoother than this. Having some issues today. Don't mind me. There we go. And then I put a little hot glue in the center. It will be hidden, so it's all good. Shirley says her first grandbaby. Oh, she found out she's going to be a grandma. Oh, congratulations, Shirley. Oh, how nice. It sounds like everybody got a lot of fun things. Let's see. What did Lindsay says? A sublimation printer and a hand-me-down embroidery machine. Wonderful. Michelle, no, I didn't really get anything super fun for Christmas. I treated myself to the fun things. Arsenia says rosettes are so whimsical and fun. She loves them. Yes, me too. So I generally hold it here until the hot glue dries, which is way faster than what liquid glue would dry, because I want mine to be nice and tight. Now, at this point, if you want to, you can take any of the other dies. This is just an example, and you can put it on top. I am not going to. If I need to hide anything, we will cross that bridge when we get there, but I think anything I'm putting on top is going to disguise this. I think that's dry enough now. But I want to show you, you have like seals and layering pieces, or even the star can go here in the top. You can see this little seal was used in the example right on this. Susan, this is Glassboard Studio, and I do have a link. I don't know if I added it in this video, but I can add it when we're done because I have a coupon code to save 15% if you use my coupon code. It's glassboardstudios.com, and the code is Nichol, Nichol 15. So if you go there and use that, you will save a little bit. Okay, we're going to set that guy aside. You just got this die too, Karen? Awesome. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this one end to end. So while I'm making that second rosette, this can be drying. And I like to press it down first, usually like so. That looks good. We're going to put a little glue. We don't need tons. There we go. That worked a little bit better than the last time. And then I like to kind of squeeze it in, make sure it's as even as possible. Whoops. Without smashing it with your finger like I just did. It's fine. It'll come back. And then I put a little bit of that glue down the center to help hold that in place. Hi, Mary. Shari says she just used the code yesterday. Thanks, Shari, for adding it in there. Yes, during Black Friday, I had even a better deal, but I think 15% is still pretty awesome. I really appreciate Glassboard Studio. How big is the rosette? I will tell you. It is approximately, let's just put it right here so you guys can see it. It's approximately 3.5 by 3.5. Maybe a little bit bigger, maybe almost 3 3/4 actually, in diameter. Roberta got a beautiful Spellbinders butterfly bundle for Christmas. Oh, I love that. Odin is snoring super loud in the background. I don't know if anyone can hear that, but that's funny. Okay. Any other questions while I'm holding this in place for a second? I think we're good. You're welcome, Mandy. Okay, so next, let's do this one. And we're just going to press down like so again. We're going to take our last little circle. Oh, I actually meant to do it this way. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's on the back, so I don't really care too much. And again, I'm just going to squeeze it. Put a little glue down the center of it. The worst thing about hot glue is the little stringy spider webs everywhere. Hello, Mary Ann. Mary says that she definitely did some Boxing Day shopping. I love that. Once you have your rosettes, then comes the fun decorating part. And I love, okay, so at the diagonal, it looks like it has movement because this was a diagonal stripe. And I think that's really fun. You just have to play around with your papers and see kind of what you like. So I want to show this. I have my bright pink, my light pink, and then I have the bright pink white stripe. But it gives you 3 different kind of looks, but they all coordinate and go together. Laura loves the spiral effect of the diagonal stripes. Yes. What cardstock do you recommend for coloring with alcohol markers? Amy said. I recommend Nina Solar White Smooth, either an 80 or 110. I usually use 110 because that's what I have. Or the Hammer Mill cardstock, the 100-pound cardstock. Layla says, is there no sound? Is anyone else having trouble? Kathy's just back from vacuuming. Okay, so I know for this one, I am using my large heart kind of in the background for this. I know that on my light pink heart, I'm going to be using my love, and I'm also going to be layering it over this white heart that it's a pattern paper. Michelle hears you. Shari can hear you. Hear me, I mean, hear you. And so that's going to cover the center, so we are all good there. This is going to be the numbers, so we should be okay there as well. I'm going to just grab my pattern papers that go with these. And then this one, I'm actually layering my hearts in the center. Oh, I see this one's got a little bit of a, maybe this glued together a little bit. Oh, it did. Fiddlesticks. This is not perfect. I think I'm going to leave it. I think we can disguise the fact that it didn't turn out super perfect because, yes, we're going to disguise it with our hearts. Okay, good. I'm glad most of you can hear. You might go out and come back in if you're having any trouble. So on this one, we're going to be putting these super cute hearts in the center. And this is just, I like to lay it out and have my general plan. Now I wanted to show this. This XOXO is from Lawn Fawn. Just in their most recent release, they came out with a shadow for this, as well as another word and a shadow that I love. And I think it really makes it pop beautifully. So we're going to be using that here on this one. And then I have an assortment of little flowers and leaves and things like that. And then we also need to work on our better press. So let's go ahead and do, before we finish assembling any of this, we're going to do our better press, and then we're going to kind of put them all together at once. We'll just move these up here like so. Okay, who said they got a better press? Scripty Love, yes, thank you. I thought that it was Scripty Love, but I didn't want to say it wrong. That is the other Lawn Fawn set, or Scripty word that came out. I have some cotton card panel, and we are going to take our numbers, the 1 and the 4. The 4, not the 7. Not St. Patrick's Day. And we are going to better press these. Now, I'm going to tell you right now that I know that I don't have a better press color of ink that I love. Because I'm not going to be watercoloring this or anything like that, I'm not going to worry about using archival ink. I am going to still use the cotton card because that's what's going to give you the best impression for the letterpress. But I am going to use regular dye ink for this. I think this is going to be the color I want. We may have to switch because I'm live and I have no idea and I didn't test it ahead of time. But you can use your regular inks. I know that I think Leah from Pink Fresh does that all the time. It's either Leah or Heather or maybe both of them. So I guess I should tape this in place first. Let's do that. So that's what we're going to do today. Rochelle says she's been on the fence about the rosette, but now she has to get it. It's so much fun. I just think it works for everything. Really, really versatile. And I know it's from the vault, so I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be something that will go away again or what. And I am going to actually spread these out just a tiny bit because I need to die cut them. And I don't want them super close together. And I'm not going to move my die cut machine over here today just as a space saver. And I'd have to move too many things, but I am running it through my die cut machine. And I see somebody asked about my numbers are backwards. It does not matter. I'm die cutting them. And there are our better press numbers. And now we're going to take the dies that I put somewhere super safe. There they are. Yeah, I'm die cutting them. It's okay. And we're going to run this through our die cut machine. I just want to make sure they don't shift, so I like to tape mine in place. Let me see. There we go. Arsenia says rosette garlands are the cutest. Yes, that is a great idea. Oh, I love that. Arsenia said rosette garlands are the cutest. And I think you could totally make a garland from these. That is a great idea. I love that. Is the Better Press an embossing machine? Karen, the Better Press, I hope you can see this. Hold on. Let me pop these out. It debosses. So it's like a letterpress. If you love the look of letterpress, that is the beauty of this machine. But it's so much easier than most letterpresses. That's why Spellbinders calls it a Better Press, is because it's extremely easy to use. Look at how cute these are, by the way. I love that little ridge there from the debossing from the letterpress or the Better Press. Because look how cute that's going to look. I love it. I think that is so fun. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. So let's move these to the side and I'll clean those later. Do the dies become dull after using them with wool felt? Cheryl asks. No. I have never had that problem, and I've cut some of them many, many, many times. I've not ever heard that. So to my knowledge, no. Okay, so now we're going to grab our next Better Press. And I do want to remind you as well that if you love to glimmer, you can always glimmer with your Better Press plates if you would prefer that. Let's see. Always and Forever is kind of in the center, so we're good. I don't care if it kind of falls off. This is 1 sentiment die that die cuts all of these greetings. Normally I would do it on another piece of paper, but I don't care that much. So we're going to use this, but I am going to use a different color of ink. Oh, good. The Cherry Crafter made it. I love that. And this time we're using Plastic Flamingo. And again, we have a die that coordinates with this. It's going to die cut all of them. I don't really care too much about that, so we're just going to pop that in place after we've inked it and run it through. Hello, Sylvia. Karen, yes, you do need to clean your ink. I will do it later. I'm just going to use regular cleaner. You can use archival cleaner if you use the archival inks. That's what I would recommend and what I've used in the past. But for this, I'll just use my regular cleaner. I hope this works. If not, I may have to do this one again if I didn't leave myself enough margin. I was trying to just use hold please. No, it's not long enough. Never mind. We're just going to do it again. It barely cuts off a little bit, although that might be okay. Hold. That might be all right. Let me look at this. No, not really. I don't want to have to worry about putting it a certain way. Let's just ink it up again and try again. Okay, this time I am going to ink them all so that I can use these for something else if I want to. There we go. They did ink up perfectly. I really love the look of the dye ink with this. The only thing you've got to keep in mind is that the archival ink is made specially for like the watercolor techniques and other things like that. But if you're not going to color in any images, so for greetings, for numbers, etc., you're good. And then keep in mind, I will clean this later. I'm just not going to clean it now to save us some time. Okay, so now we're going to take... Oh my goodness, Joanna gets to watch her first show live. Okay, how many are off this week? Or off until the 1st or the 2nd or whatever it is? Are a lot of you off work for a little bit and that's why you're home? Or do you just have a few extra days after Christmas? I always love doing the live the week after Christmas because I catch a lot of you that might not normally be home. I always think that's so fun. Okay, Always and Forever is the one I want. But look, it die cuts all of these strips, which you can totally use for other things. I always just save them and put them in my little storage envelope. I'll pop them all out of here, and that way I can just use those next time. And let's go ahead and assemble this one. Steph is super spoiled. She's off 2 weeks. I love that. Okay, now comes the fun part. Now comes figuring out how we want to assemble everything, that was kind of my plan here, is I think we're gonna do something kind of like that. Shanna is retired. Jules is off until January 13th, working the time in between, Teresa says. Celeste says she's off. Roberta says she's off all the time. I love that. Crystal says she's off for a university for a few weeks. Nice. Oh, nice. That's so nice, Karen. I love that. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to go put my hot glue gun back on the charger. 1 minute. We don't need it yet. Okay, I don't need it yet, but we will. And we're going to pull in all these extra little goodies. And I'm going to start gluing things down. Marva is retired. Shirley's retired. Nancy's first live. Oh no. Neck surgery. But just think, Nancy, after the recovery period, you should feel so much better. I'll keep you in my thoughts and prayers. Okay. I'm going to kind of put my 4 right here. You can also use hot glue to do this, but I'm just going to use my liquid glue. I think it'll be fine. And Christy's retired. Carolyn's a stay-at-home mom. Wonderful. And I'm just going, oh my gosh, come back here. Just going to pop that underneath like so. And let me grab some acrylic blocks. Anything heavy should hold that pretty good. I hope I don't have to hot glue this. There we go. That's much better. You just have to figure out how to make it work. Okay, we're going to start our next one now. Let's move that one just a little out of the way. Roberta says she's just a tired, retired stay-at-home mom. Roberta, that's a mood. feel that. And Kristen says, be quiet because she's saying shh because she's working right now. I love that. All right, so I put this heart. I know it's bigger than this, but I don't mind that. I kind of thought that was cute. And then we're just going to put liquid glue all over the back of our love word. And then we're popping this one right on here. Yes, they work really good like that. Okay. We're going to come back to this one now. I like to... Oh, am I frozen? Am I frozen for anyone else? How's it going, everybody? Am I frozen for anybody else on here? On my end it says I'm okay. But let me know. Come out and come back in. Oh, the Cherry Crafter, thank you so much. Okay, so what I like to do, you'll notice that I am moving back and forth while I wait for things to dry. That's often what I'll do just to make the best use of my time. So what I have are these wonderful little leaves, and these are from those vivid blooms that aren't released quite yet. But if you have a Spellbinders floral set or any floral set, Simon Says Stamp has some wonderful ones. Just something with some cute little leaves and cute little flowers, you're golden. You can do this right now. This is the Shimmer Vellum cardstock from Simon Says Stamp, and I love it. So I'm just going to try to figure out where I want to tuck my leaves, and then I've got some little blooms. The Love Die is from Papertrey ink, Helen. All the supplies I'm using are listed down in the description below the video as well. There should be links to all of them. Shirley says she'd always and forever like to stay at 29. That's funny. Okay. So now we just need to figure out kind of where we want everything to go. And I know I want to add some florals to this. I've got some little bright pink florals. I have some, I don't want to use that pattern paper because I've used it already. Okay, kind of like that. And this is where those gems are going to come in handy. I've pulled a bunch of my favorite Spellbinders gems to adorn the center of my flowers. You're welcome, Helen. And I think we're going to put this one back here. And, oh, I just threw those. Leaves, but that's all right. We'll grab them. And I am going to put this little die cut flower center, but then we're going to use a little tiny gem on this as well. We may come back and add another floral here in a minute. We shall see. But we are going to tuck these little vellum leaves. I didn't want to use green on this project because I felt like it would really detract and take away from the pink and white vibe that we have going on. I just really didn't want to introduce that. And anytime I want to do some greenery or leaves or whatever the case may be, I like to use vellum. Vellum is so forgiving. It always complements whatever color you put it with. Look how pretty that shimmer vellum is. Regular vellum would work as well, but the shimmer just adds that little extra bit of sparkle to this. Okay, and then this particular rosette, I am going to layer kind of offset on this big heart. So it's just kind of tucked behind. And I'm going to glue that down like that. And then we'll come back to that guy here in a minute. Let's go ahead and start gluing these pieces down. Karen, there will not be Valentine's dies for Spellbinders this year. There will be spring and summer. And I am not going to put this directly in the center. Sometimes I like them a little offset. And we're just going to do that while we glue our XOXO in place. Oh, thank you guys. I'm glad you're loving it. It's just something fun. I love doing other things with paper, not always cards. And not even always tags. I mean, I always think tags are a good idea, but sometimes it's fun to use them to make some decor projects. I really love this shadow. And Shari mentioned earlier in the chat that there will be more of these shadows coming for die cut words from Lawn Fawn, so stay tuned for that. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, because I want to kind of disguise the stem of this branch, is, let's do this. I put a little glue back behind one of the legs of the X. There we go. I like that. And then we're going to pop it down. Like that. And we're just going to put this to help hold that flat. Shirley is so happy that Lawn Fawn is doing that. She's excited. There's a bunch she wants to get. Yes, me too. Okay, here is our love. And we're going to do kind of the same thing that we did for the 14. We are going to add a couple of little florals. Before I do that though, I remember now. Let me grab my stamp set that I got out. I thought that I would add the All You Need Is. Let's go ahead and stamp that. I don't want to adhere too much in case I don't put anything in the right place. So let me get out a little piece of paper. I'm just going to tear some. That's funny. Where do you think my Misty is? That's a weird thing to go missing. I bet it's underneath something. Oh no, it's sitting right here. Oh my goodness, Nicole. It's right in front of your face. Okay. I think I'm going to try to stamp it in the light ballet slippers color. Roberta likes that Lawn Fawn is doing the coloring stencils. That's awesome. I know a lot of you love those. Okay. And then we're just going to use a sentiment label die to trim this. I think this one. Susie, that's okay. You can always go back and watch the replay, or you can rewind it and watch it right now from the beginning if you want. You can even watch it in super speedy time until you catch up with where I'm live. I've done that before when somebody's live and I've missed the first part. I might sound like a chipmunk a little bit, but that's okay. So I am using my sentiment strip dies now to trim this into a little sentiment strip that I can add to kind of finish off this one. And let's see, there we go. Let's see how we want to do this. Yep, just like that. So this one is going to be All You Need Is Love. I'm kind of singing in my head. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't right now. Okay. And now we also want to figure out our placement for all of these things. So before I start gluing, because I think I'm going to move it right to here, yes. Patricia, thank you so much. It is the Chippendale voice for sure, Susie. It always makes me laugh. I'll be honest, when I do a video, like all of my Vlogmas videos, I would watch them before I made them live. And so that I didn't have to watch them for like the millionth time in a row, basically, because I watched them when I edited, then I would watch it before I made it live so that I make sure there weren't too many mistakes. I'm sure there were mistakes, but I would watch it in super speed. And my son was over here when I was doing it on Christmas Eve, and he laughed. He thought that was the funniest thing ever. Apparently I sounded hilarious. Now it's singing in your... Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just going to happen. Okay, let's go ahead and put a few flowers on our XO. And I like to layer them so that the flowers are a little fuller if they're like this. Thank you, Patricia. Mixing and matching from among different companies is truly my favorite way to create. I may have to hot glue that one. We'll see. If you have any trouble getting any of your layers to attach, you can always hot glue them. Here in a minute when we start hot gluing them to the dowel rods, because I am going to make mine hanging sticks, you can totally do that very, very easily. If you think part of the components won't stick or stay put, you can hot glue them in place. Like I'm not so certain this heart wants to stay. All right. So you can either notch the ends, or this particular die set does come with a little flag end to it, so I will often die cut it. Thank you so much, you guys. Marcy says you need to include more bloopers. That's funny. I include what I can. At a certain, sometimes though, I'm like, no. I include a few. They're funny. Okay, so I am notching the ends with the die because I like these extra little pattern paper flags hanging from my rosettes. They add to the whimsical and the patterns of the design. And they don't have to be perfect. I don't worry too much about them being super perfect. I just want them to have that cute little notch. You can use your scissors if you're just trimming strips of paper. You don't have to use a die set. So here's kind of, I like to layer them And then we're going to be sticking them back here, which is really cute. Okay. Just going to glue those together, kind of like that. Has anyone else started Valentine's crafting, or are you still working on Christmas, no matter what craft you're doing, or are you doing more winter theme? Christy said that December 26th felt like October 1st after September. Yes. So I will tell you guys, though, I did take like a 3.5-hour nap yesterday. I was tired. It was a lot of late nights and just extra work. I loved it. It was super fun. Like I told you guys at the beginning of the live today, I loved doing it, but I didn't realize how tired I was. And just the regular holiday tired. Christmas forever. Oh my gosh, you guys. Yes, Amy. Okay, so you saying Christmas forever just made me think of something. Let's see what I was going to say. So I did my top 9 today. I have not posted it, but I did do the top 9 to see what my top 9 were this year. And 8 of the 9, you guys, are Christmas. I laughed so hard. So I'll be posting that here pretty soon. Oh, Erica, I love that. I'm still on Christmas for basically everything but my paper crafting. And I am going to, for sure this year, I tried to do it a couple years ago and I wasn't super successful, but I am going to be doing a monthly Christmas series all year long, because I found that I just did not have the amount of time that I needed to do all of the Christmas crafting that I wanted to. So I will be talking more about that. And for both paper and for any other crafting, for my stitching and all of that. I really want to be doing way more Christmas crafting. Oh, I love that, Cheryl. Yeah, I will say I was looking at Valentine's quilts, but I want to finish a couple of other things I've got going first. Roberta, I agree. Christmas came and went fast. I will tell you that my oldest son, we were talking about it the other night, and he was looking it up, and next year, I believe, is the same. So maybe keep that in mind, that Thanksgiving falls pretty late again. So that means that we are probably going to have a short season next year as well. Arsenia says 100% Valentine's crafting. She needs this die. I love that. Shirley says she didn't have enough time to do all of her Christmassy things. Me neither. And Koi says yay for Christmas crafting. Kristen, I agree we need to do Christmas rosettes. I did rosette ornaments. I'm going to get my hot glue gun. I did do rosette ornaments, but I feel like I need to do some of these little rosette picks. So this is where, when I don't have things sticking, I put hot glue under there. And look at that. Magic. Okay. Now I pulled some gems. I think I do have a couple more flowers I need to put on. We'll do that in a minute. I pulled pink, berry, and opal color of gems to use on my flowers. Karen says, yes, Thanksgiving is late again in 2025. And now that we know that, we're going to plan ahead. Everyone remind me of that. Okay? Because I do not want to be scrambling at the last minute again. So we're going to put some little gems here in our flowers. I think I'll do a bright pink one over here. Marcy likes to make rosette gift tags. I bet those are beautiful. I love that idea. You guys know I love these little gems. Little gems all the way. Sarah says the sound is low. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out. Some people are not having trouble and some people are. I do not know what the deal is. And let's see, I want to add a couple more things. Arsenia says she's in. She needs to do monthly Christmas crafting. Yeah, me too. That's why I was talking to a friend and we were both like, yeah, we need to make that happen. Because we didn't get everything done that we wanted to do. Hi, Judy. Oh, thank you, Diddlebugs88. She says she loved the Christmas ornaments. I had a blast making those. So much fun. Oh, I think I'm going to use a white one here. Let's see. Shirley had to clean her craft room today because of the last minute craft explosion. That is a real thing. I feel that. I started cleaning mine. I still have some cleaning that needs to happen, but it's not near as bad as it was. When we get to this point, I always like to then kind of go in and start filling in with, like in this case, more little florals, because the majority of the design is, whoops, put together. There we go. Oh, I love the little gems. Okay, let's move these. And we're going to start working on our ribbon and adhering. Oh, Odin and Frank are great. They're trying to recover from my daughter and my daughter's little dog. He's kind of a pain, to be honest. We love him, but he's kind of a pain. Okay, so remember, way back at the beginning of this video, we made some ribbon. We spritzed it with Picked Raspberry is the darker one, and Kitsch Flamingo is the lighter one. Let me get my bow tool. And we are going to make some little bows before we assemble these all the way. And I think we just want to make little ones. Let's use the 1.5 inch size. And I'm going to leave a really long tail because I want my tails to hang low. No, I want the 2.5. I lied. That's what I thought. Whoops. Okay. So I'm going to wrap around, and we're going to make a double bow for this one. So I'm going to go again. And I'm just going to leave this long, I think. No, it's too much to mess with. Let's just snip that. And we're going to pull that through and pull it tight. Yes, Arsenia, it does have that this rosette die has that nice little, because it's a die, they can do the little special things to it. So I'm just going to fluff it out here a little bit. Because I'm thinking we're going to glue them. You'll notice that I'm waiting to glue a lot of things down because I want to make sure I like how everything is falling before I commit. And I like that. So I'm going to just glue that down, and I'm going to use my tweezers to hold that in place while I work on the other ones. You could hot glue it if you wanted to as well. Let's make a bright pink one. Oh, Mary, I'm so glad you're loving the bow tool. It is fantastic. It's completely changed. I mean, I used to tie a bow, and then finally would just throw my hands up and say that's good enough. I love this thing. This is from my friend Chantal 141 Design, and I know that I didn't link it. I will link it when we're done with the live. Unless, if Shari, if you want to link it for me, that would be awesome too. You don't have to though. And what color do I want to do? Maybe I'll do the light one again. And this time I don't have as much ribbon left. I probably could do a double, but we'll just do a, do I want to do a single or do I want to do a smaller one for this one? Maybe I'll do a smaller one. And this set of bow tools, you can make 4 different sizes: 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, or 4.5. Diane says the bow tool has been a game changer. Yes. So this is just a little tiny one. They don't all have to be the same. If I don't like it, I'll pull it out and do something else. I think it needs to be bigger. I think that's why I thought 2.5. Shari, I can do that. Okay. No, we're going to do a double bow. I wasn't going to, but I think I like that the best. You can do a triple bow if you want to as well. You can do all kinds of different bows. I just love making these. Okay. Awesome. And my dog is snoring so loud. It's really funny. Okay, let's do, I'm going to hot glue this just for the sake of easier. Do a little fluffing. And then I am going to do a little I'm going to hot glue the paper here because I do think that it makes it a little bit quicker. And we want this to be, I want my numbers to be straight and my heart to be tilted at an angle. There we go. Just going to leave those long for a minute. Let's do this one as well. I bought the bow tool. Oh, nice. I'm glad so many of you love the bow tool. You definitely don't have to add bows to this, but I really love the ribbon hanging down. And especially for something like Valentine's. Well, obviously you saw I used it on the Halloween too. I just love how it looks. And we'll put that straight on. Let's do this one. And just put a little glue up here at the top. And whoops. There we go. Okay, so we have all of our rosettes. Can you double knot your bow after you take it off the bow maker, or does that little knot hold enough? I find that the little knot holds in enough. Okay, hold up 1 second. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about the dowel sticks. I just buy crafty dowel sticks from the craft store. Here's what they look like. Now I do want to show you the Halloween ones. I stained just with some distress ink, distress stain. So that's how I did that. I have not done anything with these yet, but I do think that they maybe need something. Like they maybe even need painted. So I was going to glue these down, but I'm not going to, is what I'm telling you. I'm going to do something because to me, I think they just need some paint or stain or something to them before I glue them. But I am going to be finishing these exactly like this. I would have painted them, but I forgot. Or not forgot. I didn't realize I wasn't going to love the raw color of wood. So what I'm going to do, now these I just put on sticks and you can stick them in displays. What I did for these, and I think this is how I'm going to finish them, I have some spools here that I am going to stain both of these and glue them down. And you can wrap some more of the coordinating paper around here and glue it in place. You can wrap twine or ribbon around this to kind of just embellish this a little bit more. But the plan then is to glue these and they'll be freestanding like so. So that is what they're going to look like. But my rosettes on their own are done. You could very easily just pop this onto a card if you wanted to. The ribbon is really long. I like it nice and long, but I'm going to snip it up really nice like this. Whoops. Well, nicer than that. That wasn't the nicest. Fix that. Oh my gosh, Nicole. Maybe these scissors have gotten dull. And here are the finished rosettes. Oh, thank you, Susie. Yes, so I want them to be kind of freestanding so that they can sit into a display. When I post this, and I am likely going to edit this video as well, I'm going to edit it and then show you at the end. I'll edit in staining these and finishing these, and then of course the finished photo, so you can see how I end up finishing these for display. Okay, let's see. Does anyone have any questions? I found some pink and red stir sticks. Yes, that is a great idea too. If you have some straws or stir sticks, you could totally put them on Valentine's themed ones. That's a great tip. Let's see. Okay, Does anyone have any questions for me? Scrapjoy 2010, thank you for watching the replay. I appreciate them. Thank you, Marva. Thank you, Diddlebugs88. Thank you, Christy. So something just a little bit different and fun today. These were super fun to make. And you could, I think, winter themed ones. I almost did winter today. I almost got out like snowflakes and snowmen because I think winter theme would be super cute. But we did winter last week, so I thought, well, we're starting to think about Valentine's crafting, and I happened to see the pink paper, and that's what inspired this. And of course, the rosettes are on sale right now at Simon Says Stamp, the rosettes die that I used. So that was kind of what led me to do the Valentine's project today. So that was kind of my thinking. Super, super fun. Stephanie says this would be beautiful inside of a flower arrangement gift. I love that idea, Stephanie. That would be beautiful. Thank you guys so much. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Well, I think that's it for today. I will be back next Friday. Next Friday will be, of course, after New Year's Day. So I want to wish all of you a very happy New Year. I hope that if you have this time off, you're enjoying your time off. If you're like me and you're keeping on working, I hope that you get some crafty time in sometime in the next week or so. And I will see all of you next Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Thank you guys so much and Happy New Year! The supplies used in today's video are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here is another project that you might be interested in. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to never miss a new live video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.